Recall that an angle measuring 1 radian is a central angle such that the radius of the sector is equal to the length of the arc cut by the angle. Simply stated, the arc length is your crust, the radius is the length of the cut that it takes to remove this slice of pizza, if you want to use that analogy. If S equals R, then theta is exactly 1 radian. S, R, and theta are defined as arc length, radius, and central angle, respectively, with theta being in radians. S is equal to R theta. If you divide both sides by R, then you can find theta as arc length divided by radius. To convert degrees to radians, multiply by pi over 180 degrees. Let's convert 75 degrees to radians. If you multiply 75 degrees by pi over 180, 75 divided by 180 reduces to 5/12. So 75 degrees is equivalent to 5 pi over 12 radians. To convert radians to degrees, you multiply by 180 degrees over pi. For this example, we're going to convert 4 pi over 3 to degrees. 4 pi over 3 times 180 degrees over pi. The pi's cancel. 4 times 180, that is 720, divided by 3 is 240 degrees. For a circle of radius r, central angle theta, and we intercept an arc of length s given by s equals r theta, where theta is measured in radians. And so this is just a repeat of the first slide. The relationship is arc length equals radius times theta, again, as long as theta is in radians. Find the radian measure of the central angle of a circle of radius r that intercepts an arc of length s. Okay, so in this diagram, the arc length is 7, the radius is 6. We're missing theta. Theta is equal to s divided by r, so that's simply 7 divided by 6. This angle theta is 7/6 radians. And for a second example, we're looking for theta. Arc length is 5, radius is 4, so it's just simply 5/4 radians. That's the measure of that central angle. Find the length of the arc on a circle of radius 15 inches intercepted by a central angle 300 degrees. Round your answer to 2 decimal places. Well, first, our central angle needs to be in radians. So let's multiply by pi over 180 degrees. 300 over 180. And remember, in your calculator, you can type in 300 divided by 180, hit your math button, and enter twice. It'll reduce that to 5/3. Hang on to the pi, only reduce your numbers. I know pi is a number, but it's irrational, and it doesn't work well trying to convert back and forth from decimals to fractions. So just enter your numbers and reduce them, and just leave the pi attached at the end. The radius of 15 inches, that's good to go. We just converted our angle to radians. Now that's good to go. So our arc has a length of 15 times 5 pi over 3. 15 times 5 pi over 3. 3 goes into 15 5 times, so that's 25 pi. If you're ever asked for an exact figure, you leave the pi as a symbol instead of a decimal approximation. If you're asked for an approximation like we are here, where it says round your answer to 2 decimal places, then you go ahead and type in 25 times, and you'll either have a pi button or it'll be on the frame of your calculator. You can also use 3.14 as a 2 decimal place approximation. But long story short, 25 pi is exact. 78.54 is an approximation. Find the length of an arc on a circle of diameter 20 inches intercepted by a central angle of 150 degrees. 150 degrees is equivalent to 5 pi over 6. Diameter is twice the radius. Diameter is the farthest part from side to side of a circle. Your radius is half that amount. So if you're ever given diameter, cut it in half. 20 cut in half is 10. So we have a circle of radius 10, a central angle of 5 pi over 6. So now we can get our arc length, radius 10 inches, times central angle 5 pi over 6. That approximates out 10 times 5 times pi divided by 6 is approximately 26.18 inches. A sector of a circle is the region bounded by two radii of the circle and their intercepted arc. It's just easier to think of it as taking a slice of pizza away from an entire pizza. The slice of pizza that you cut out is a sector of the entire pie. For a circle of radius r, the area of a sector of the circle, or your piece of pizza, with a central angle theta in radians is given by area equals 1/2 times the radius squared times your central angle that's in radians. First example, find the area of the sector of the circle of radius 12 feet and a central angle of 120 degrees. So our diagram over here, we have degrees. 120 degrees is the same as 2 pi over 3 radians. In this class, if you're not in degrees, you're in radians. Area is 1/2 times your radius squared times your central angle in radians. 1/2 times 144 times 2 pi over 3, let your calculator do all the hard work, is a little more than 150 square feet. Find the area of a sector of the circle of diameter 26 feet and central angle of 200 degrees. Round your answer to 2 decimal places. 200 degrees converted to radians, 200 over 180 reduces to 10 over 9. So 200 degrees is equivalent to 10 pi over 9 radians. We're given diameter, so cut that in half. Our radius is 13 feet. And now the area of our sector can be calculated. 1/2 times the radius squared times the central angle in radians. 1/2 times 169 times 10 pi over 9 is just shy of 295 square feet, 294.96. A car's rear windshield wiper rotates 125 degrees. The total length of the wiper mechanism is 24 inches, and the length of the wiper blade is 13 inches. Find the area wiped by the wiper blade. Round your answer to 1 decimal place. Okay, so we're looking at the back of an SUV. The total wiper mechanism is 24 inches from start to finish, end to end. That's the entire arm. The wiper part is only 13 inches. Well, since all of it is 2 feet or 24 inches, the dead zone, the part that swipes but doesn't actually wipe the window, is 11 inches. So the game plan is to find the area of all of it and then subtract the area that doesn't get wiped. In black ink, 1/2 times 24 squared, 125 degrees is equivalent to 25 pi over 36. Don't forget to change degrees to radians. And that's what I put here for theta. So 1/2 times radius squared times theta minus Now this green section that doesn't get wiped is 1/2 times 11 squared times 25 pi over 36. Do careful calculations, and that total of this part here that gets wiped by the wiper blade is just a little bit more than 496 square inches. I hope this video has helped. Reach out by phone or email, ask in class if you have any problems, and I will see you soon.